The countdown is over, the glue sticks are dry, and that one teacher who always goes too hard with the bubble machine has all but given up. It's the last day of school, and we're running on caffeine, chaos, and pure summer break energy. In today's episode, we're sharing all the laughter, chaos, and unexpected moments that come with wrapping up another unforgettable school year.
This is Teachers on the Loose.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Teachers on the Loose, the podcast where we turn teacher tales into belly laughs and life lessons. I'm Kristen.
I'm Allison.
I'm Celeste.
And I'm Kelsey.
Today, we will be talking about that day, the one teachers dream about, laugh about, cry about, and sometimes just barely survive, the last day of school. Whether it's tears at the final bell, epic student pranks, hallway dance parties, or just the quiet satisfaction of packing up the classroom, every teacher has a last day story. So grab your iced coffee or your end of year margarita
Whoop, whoop.
and get ready to hear some unforgettable tales from the people who've earned every second of their summer break.
But before we dive into today's episode, we want to say a huge thank you for tuning into last week's episode, the one where an epic tug of war, soaked sneakers, and popsicles in the sun made field day one of our most favorite days of school. We had a blast sharing all the laughs and friendly competition and memories that remind us why this tradition is such a student favorite and a teacher favorite.
All right, let's jump back into today's episode and talk about the last day of school.
Woo!
Woo woo! What's your favorite thing to do with your students on the last day of school?
I like to do student awards for the last day of school. And so some of the awards that I love to give are, most creative. I have usually a bunch of artistic students, or most athletic.
I love that. Do you also roll out the red carpet for them?
I haven't, because that means I have to kind of make a mess in my classroom. And at this point, my classroom is super clean, things put away. So it's pretty empty in my classroom. So
Did you put the children to work?
Am I allowed to say I did? Is that wrong?
Child labor laws?
I mean,
Well, no, it's not child labor laws. If they helped make the mess, then they
That
helped
is
clean
true.
the mess.
That's right.
and
Fair.
they were counting. So they were counting things that I had
Yeah.
for inventory. So that is math.
Yep.
They had to read the inventory list. So that is reading.
You had them do your inventory.
You walk in and 6 kids have clipboards and they're like 492, 493. Oh, what's after 493?
Got to start all over. Shoot.
My
One,
goodness.
two. No.
So
No.
how many pattern blocks you had?
I did really have to count those. You know that, right?
I know you did.
Yeah, that was fine.
But I don't think you counted them. I think you had your students count them.
Groups of 10.
yeah.
So smart.
Yeah.
It is
Good
a
job.
math concept.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good job.
No, I honestly don't think they did that. What they had to do, I had a bin full of spinners for math, and I would get them out of a little baggie and then not put them back. I'm not always perfectly organized. I have my moments where I'm in a rush, as teachers, where go, go, go. So I would just throw them in the bin. And so I had students find the right spinners, put them in the little baggie. My check-in for hot lunch or cold lunch, I would write their names with Sharpie, and it would pretty much last through the whole school year. Sometimes I would have to write it again, whatever. But they're like, can we use the magic eraser and clean all that up? Can I put your books away or whatever? They're always wanting to be so helpful.
I love that. They are big
Yeah.
helpers.
So you're like the Monica Geller of the teachers. Clean.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, she is. And with the organization, I was over here chuckling when she's like, I didn't put my spinners back in the exact
know.
bag.
Monica's
it's like the
closet.
worst.
No.
Like,
Is that
it's the
what it was?
worst
I haven't
thing.
seen that one.
Monica has a closet.
Do
That's
you have a
bad.
closet that's bad? That's not organized?
At
Yeah,
school?
it's her spinner container.
Yeah, it's a container. It's not a closet. I feel like we're making me into something that I don't know if I'm quite that person. Because Kelsey one day had, and I have a picture to prove it, my magnets on my board, it was in your old classroom, were not perfect. And
They were
it was bothering her.
Yeah,
And she had to organize it.
I did.
So I don't know if I'm the only one that's like Monica.
That's
So-
true. I'll agree. I'll be there with you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah.
Well, you say it like it's a bad thing. I think that that's a good thing to be clean and organized. I mean,
so
that's a
you were
very
laughing
good thing.
when it was me, but now that Kelsey's
It's endearing in Kelsey, and it's a bad character trait for Kristen.
No, okay, that came out wrong.
No,
her voice went up.
Not at all, you guys. I'm so sorry, Kristen. I didn't mean for it to come acrods like that.
I'm kidding.
I know you are.
Okay.
I hope.
So yeah, so
She's like, let's move on.
I do student awards on the last day of school.
You do student awards and you clean.
I do student awards and clean.
Do you give a student an award for being the cleanest?
So that would be Kristen's award.
Oh, yeah. If you were to give
Yeah.
awards to your podcast people here, what awards would you give us?
Most likely to prank somebody, that'd be Celeste.
That would be
Yeah.
Celeste, most likely
Fair.
to prank somebody.
I threw the mice at the teachers in the staff lounge. After you gave me all 4 of them, I was just
Yeah.
standing in there talking, and I was like, I have 4 mice in my hand. And so I just started throwing them at people.
Did they freak out?
Not really.
What would Allison's be? Best one-liners.
Oh yeah.
Most quotable. Yeah, I
Deep
like that.
Thoughts by Allison Larson.
She should write a book.
Yeah.
Like a toilet
You're
book.
so wise.
Like
I
a
know
book
that
that
I'm
you read
wise,
when
I
you sit
just-
on the toilet.
yeah,
Yeah. I just pick up on things and then they stay in my head for a while.
yeah,
Yeah.
Roll around and then they come back out.
yeah.
And a beautiful thought. What about Kelsey?
Best coach award.
Oh, stop.
Aw.
That's what? That's lame.
Lame. That's your job. You're the best at your job.
I'm not. I don't think I am. I always said there's so many things I can learn.
That's what makes you a good coach.
Best sport because she always lets us prank her and
Yes.
she doesn't retaliate.
Most likely
She
to be
kind
the
of
pranky.
retaliates.
Yeah, that's true.
Do we
Most
want to
likely
tell
be
the
pranky.
story about how she retaliated this week against me? Innocent me. As I was teaching another amazing lesson. Just
Your
kidding.
students were literally eating snacks.
Yeah,
and
it was
watching
snack
a
time.
movie.
I'm totally kidding. They were watching a story read online, and Celeste walks in suspiciously. She has the worst straight
She
face.
has the most guilty face.
Yeah, she does. She has a certain look, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Nothing." I'm like, "Oh." So then I kind of like had my eyes on her, and my students also are aware of her, and
That was the distraction. I was supposed to distract you and make you think it was me.
yeah. And then I don't know, I went by the door. I don't know, I saw you like wind up this toy, and all of a sudden a little mouse rolls across my rug.
It was a huge.
It was actually huge. It wasn't.
I kept getting caught by students because I'm like awkwardly crouched down by your door waiting to
I just
let this
wanna know-
mouse go, and there's students just filing
They were putting
out.
their
I was
snack
like,
trash out.
"Hey."
Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm over at a different school. Why does nobody ever visit me?
I'm sorry.
I'm coming on
just-
Thursday.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
On
Celeste
Hatch
and I.
Day.
I mean, I don't want you to bring any mice rolling across my...
I will
You do
bring
it,
you
do it.
something.
I'm just saying, like, y'all are having fun, and I'm
sorry.
over here, like, teaching.
She's
You're working.
I'm sorry.
Teaching
Celeste,
the 5 different ways to make the long A sound.
Yes.
Celeste and
I
I
was
were.
teaching the heck out of that day.
You were getting it. Celeste and I were meeting at her school to get some work done, and then
Work.
yeah,
in air
what-
quotes,
No,
or
we
what?
really did get some things
got a lot
done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But then an idea struck me as we're sitting there, and I'm like, "Oh, I have a fake mouse in my bag. We got to go get Kristen." And then, do you
one
know
would.
what this girl busts out?
What?
She's got a whole box of fun with all these prank things.
Yeah, it's literally in my. It's in my.
I love it.
It's in my closet, and I really do have a label on it called "Box of Fun." And there's all kinds of fun things in there.
Uh-huh. Yep.
There's mice.
Mhm.
There's
Snake,
a snake.
right?
There are those butterfly things, those twisty
Oh,
up
yeah, yeah.
butterfly things.
Do you have roaches?
No, you still have all my cockroaches.
I know, and I can't find them.
You've
They're
lost the whole
somewhere
bag.
in my room. Yeah, I don't know where it is.
She's lost a whole bag of
I have-
roaches.
Shoot.
I have a bag of 108 ducks in my desk room right now, and they're still finding them.
Yeah.
We found 2
That's
ducks
great.
So are
yesterday.
you saying that all learning coaches need to have a box of fun?
I feel like it's important if you want to build a culture of
Yeah.
laughter that you should just have things ready to go because you never know when a student or a teacher just needs a laugh. And so I would like to call myself prepared for anything.
You're a Girl Scout.
I also have balloons. A whole box of balloons and a balloon blower upper. So if you if you ever have the need to, like, I don't know, put balloons all up in someone's classroom, you come see me. I got you.
So can we change her award to most
Prepared?
most able to pull off a prank?
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be it.
Yeah, that would be Celeste's award.
Okay.
Love it.
Celeste, what do you do on the last day of school?
My favorite thing to do on the last day of school is play games. So by this point, everybody is packed up. We've cleaned out desks. And so there's no pencils, there's no crayons. You can't really do work. So I love to have a last day of school game day. And kids will just bring in their favorite board games and they'll sit and just play and have fun with each other. And then I always bring in my favorite game too.
What's your favorite game?
Want to know?
I do. What is it?
I'll give you 3 clues.
Okay.
Okay, 1 player at a time can go.
Battleship.
No, that's a 2-player game.
I know, but only one person can go at a time.
Okay, fair. You need something that comes out of a refrigerator to play.
Ooh, who took my broccoli? Have you never played that game?
I have not ever played Who Took
I'll
My
teach-
Broccoli.
I'll teach you
Okay,
some other
one
time.
more. You put your face in a cutout to play.
Oh, that pie, the face.
Pie in the face.
Pie in the face.
Pie in the face. That's
Yes.
right.
You
And-
actually do this?
Oh, you know that I do this because my
I know.
rule is if somebody walks into my room
Oh.
as we are playing Pie in the Face, what happens?
They get a pie in the face?
They have to come sit in the chair and do Pie in the Face. And so what I love is people will hear it in the hallway and they're like, oh my gosh, it sounds like they're having so much fun. And then they come in and my class knows they taunt the person until they get them to come sit down. They're like, come do it. So we've had principals, we've had the interventionists, other classroom teachers all get Pie in the Face.
That's so fun.
It is fun.
So do they just like click it one time, or do they?
No, you spin the spinner and it
Okay.
gives you a number.
Okay.
Whatever number you land on, you have to click it that many times.
Okay.
And it's random, so you never know when the hand is gonna.
Okay. So like you could go in and end up walking out without a pie on your face.
You absolutely could.
I would totally go in. I'd
Yeah.
want to take my chances.
Yeah, it's a good time. Kelsey, tell me about what you love to do at the last day of school.
One of my favorite memories is doing a end of the year yearbook with my students and like a little reflection on the year, and they got to draw pictures of their favorite things. And one of my favorite parts of that was we lined up all the yearbooks and they wrote little sweet notes to each other, friends in the books, and it's just a fun way to round out the year.
Did it say you're cool?
Stay
You're the
cool.
bomb.
Oh, stay cool.
Stay cool. Don't change.
Have a great summer. XOXO.
Best friends 4, as in the number 4.
Eva.
Ever. Or Eva.
Eva.
EVA. Eva.
Keep smiling, and with the smile with the 3 lines, and then the 3 lines below it, and then you draw the triangle on the bottom and the triangle on the top, and then close it
Makes
in.
the money sign.
Oh, the
Yeah.
S?
Yep.
So they'll say keep smiling, but they'll make that fun S.
All right. Allison, how about you?
My favorite thing, and it's like a love-hate relationship with this, because I love making a slideshow with all of the pictures that we've taken, and then I play music, and it's always fun, upbeat music, like Walking on Sunshine, and then we always watch this slideshow together, and parents come in and watch it too sometimes, and by that time of the day, my whole room is cleared out. Like desks are stacked and chairs are stacked, and the whole room is wide open. And we end with a disco ball, and I put a song at the end, and we've got glow sticks, and we have a big old dance party, and we dance it out. So that's always my favorite thing to do with my classroom on the last day of school.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you guys have any like last day things that you do for yourself on the last day of school?
We always wear matching t-shirts.
Oh, yeah. What did it say?
Hey, parents, tag. You're it.
Oh,
Love teachers.
Yeah.
that's cute.
But we had that one thing that we did on the last day of school. After the students have all been picked up, we would meet in the hallway and we would dance.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Like
we
a
would,
dance
that's right.
tunnel.
yeah.
They would put music on the loudspeaker.
It was always a little
Yeah.
awkward though when it was your turn to go down the line and we're like, okay, what are we gonna do? And every year after we're done and we're like, that was a little bit weird, but it was fun. We're like, okay, next year we're gonna do a routine and it's gonna be awesome. But we never
No.
do it.
It never
we
happened.
never plan it.
Just skipping down the line.
Awkwardly dancing.
Shimmy.
Yep.
Yeah. Any other fun things to say? We are done.
Another thing that we like to do on the last day of school is have a bubble parade. They leave our school at the primary level and then they go across the field to the other school. And so we do a little bubble parade for them to send them off as they head off across the field for the next big kid school. So it's kind of a tradition that we do with our second graders to celebrate them and all their time with us at our school.
If you could write a note for your future self on the first day of school, on the last day of school, what would it say? What would you write to yourself?
Remember that even though this group of kids are just coming fresh out of first grade, this time next year, they will get there.
What are you
I've
writing
thought
in your note?
I think I would write a student's name, a student that had made huge changes that year. And sometimes in the beginning of the year when everything is new and the kids are just starting back to school and things are hard because you're restarting everything, it's hard to think of the end of the year and where those students will get to. I just have a specific student in mind that I think about now towards the end of the year and how much growth this student has made throughout the year. And I think remembering that in the beginning of the year is helpful. Like we will get there at some point, and it takes a lot of work and it takes the whole school to support all the students and getting them there.
Yeah, it's a great perspective. I actually had a principal who made us do something similar at the beginning of the year. We had to think about one of our toughest kids. And so we were told write their first name. And then we were told to write our last name after it. So it's your toughest kid that you've ever had with your last name, and how different would you treat that child if they were your own? It was very powerful.
Yeah, good connection.
All right, you want to play a game?
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
ready? This is rapid fire. I'm just going to shoot off a this or that, and you have to pick one. We'll just go around the circle. Ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Classroom cleanup. Are you team tidy or close the door and pretend like everything's done?
Team tidy.
Tidy.
Oh, Allison.
There are no in-betweens. It's one or the only.
I am the close the door and pretend it's done. I am.
Team tidy.
I know. I'm like, okay, you all are total type A. And I would say that I
I'm
don't,
very proud.
yeah. You guys are type A.
Days.
And I am type B. And a lot of days I'm a type B plus. But I don't know that I could ever be type A 100%.
That's
'Cause
fair.
that's just who I am.
You
But
be
I
you.
admire you A's. Like, seriously.
I admire you bees too.
Aw, we can celebrate our differences.
Sure can.
Okay, end of the year talent show. Proud participant or watching from the sideline?
Totally proud participant. I would be doing my liturgical dancing or my rollerblading. I mean, I've got a lot of hidden talents.
You do.
Your back-to-back
Yeah.
first grade championship skills?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
I would be on the sidelines cheering you on.
Same.
Right on.
Yeah.
Celeste.
I think I'd be up on stage.
You
Okay.
would. I
Yeah.
think you would.
Allison and I would probably have a duet.
Yeah, we would. It would be roller skates and shiny costumes and pretend candles to Bette Midler's Wind Beneath My Wings. That's our talent show.
I totally pictured
Coming
it
to
in my
a
head.
talent show near you very soon. All right, student gifts, homemade or store-bought?
I want store bought.
I like Kristen's honesty because I I'm sitting here in my head going, I know that I want this store-bought, but I feel like the right answer is to say homemade. Okay, here's the thing. That is such a tricky question because it's going to depend on the kid. Okay, I know that sounds horrible. I know that sounds horrible. But okay.
It could be like
That's
a
where
homemade
I'm-
picture
yeah.
frame. It could be a lovely handwritten note.
I want to be able to resell it. I want to be able to resell it if
You
I
mean
don't like
regift
it.
it? Regift it.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
It depends on the parent. Like if it's an
I'm just
a
joking.
Pinteresty Etsy parent.
Oh, I
Oh
love
yeah,
that.
I want
yeah.
one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my most favorite gifts that I got from a student was it was a water bottle that they'd gotten it off of Etsy and it looked like a Sharpie. That kind of stuff I eat up. I love that kind of stuff.
Awesome. Love it. Okay. Here's what I want. I could care less about homemade or store-bought gift. I just want a sweet note. That's all I want.
Aw.
That was not in the options.
Yeah, that wasn't an
You
option.
can't change the rules.
only could pick one or the
Okay.
other.
Do you want so now we're moving on to goodbye
Oh,
hugs.
okay.
Oh, all right.
Are you like a tear streaming down your face, hugging every kid, or do you duck and weave and push them out the door?
Yeah, Kristen, what are you?
I'll go first.
Go, Kristen.
So I love my students. They're
We know
first
we are not
graders.
doubting that you don't love them.
Well, no, when they're 6 and 7 years old, I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna give them a big hug.
I know.
Last year, I almost started crying, and I don't cry. And it was our, Celeste and I, Kelsey, we were leaving that school. So many memories. We were leaving an amazing coworker, Allison.
Aw.
And so, I mean, I had kids bawling,
Yeah, it was very emotional.
and that was hard. And so I'm a tears. I don't kick them out the door and say see ya.
Okay, I'm just saying though that you said I almost cried. And that was like
That was
an
like-
ending of an era.
Yeah.
Like you should have cried.
Well, I don't like to cry.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I usually don't cry. I'll give like a good hug and be all excited. But last year, man, I sobbed.
Yeah.
That was hard. I sobbed. I walked into Kristen's room in the morning and she gave me a sweet present and I just lost it.
Was this when you got the
could not-
socks?
Yes, this is when I got the socks.
Can we not
I
talk
got
about
those socks too.
You guys, we're not supposed to talk about this.
It's okay.
Allison
do you
didn't
have
get
the
socks.
I got no socks. I got no sweet hug. I just was like, hey, where's Kristen? Did she leave? Oh,
She didn't even say goodbye.
okay.
Don't worry.
I did give you
have
something.
Socks coming soon.
No, I'm really not. I'm not bitter.
But it
I'm
wasn't
just-
socks.
I'm not bitter, but I am.
I mean, I feel like you are.
No, I'm just being funny. I don't.
We all know that Allison's a hugger, so she's
Yeah.
she's tears and hugging,
I would
right?
say she's a crier and a hugger. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I think that it shows a lot of strength to let your tears flow.
It sure does.
I'm right there with you. I cried
Yeah.
and I squeezed
cry.
every one of them. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Next one. What's more exhausting, the first day of school or the last day of school?
First.
First.
Last.
First.
Oh.
Why do you think the last day over the first?
Because I feel like it's all the days, all the 100. How many days do we have to do?
Like 180.
Yeah, all of them, all like you just feel like the weight, just like, and so I don't know. You just go all school year long, and then you're done, and it's just like a deep breath. It's exhausting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What do you love best about summer? No alarm clocks or no grading papers?
No grading papers.
I think so too, because I wake up early and I don't need my alarm clock. 'Cause I get up so
Same.
early.
My body wakes me up.
Kelsey?
I don't know. I'm trying to think because I still work on stuff throughout the summer.
But it's your choice.
But it's my choice, and I do it like what time works for me. So maybe no alarm clock.
Okay. Would you rather be in charge of organizing field day or write messages in the places you'll go book to all 25 of your students?
I think I would write in the book. I don't want to do field day. That's a lot,
That's a
of,
lot
work.
of work.
God,
That's a lot
I'm
of
writing
work.
in those books 25 times.
You know what's the worst? And I love writing those books, but please give it to your teacher like 2 weeks in advance, not on the last
my
day of
gosh.
school.
Okay, wait. I'm just thinking of this now because now my son's in school. Do I do that?
Yes.
Am I supposed
do
to
it.
start that?
Do it.
You need to do it now if you're going to do it.
You better give it to your
If you're gonna
his
do it
preschool teacher
now.
now.
But do the other book. Do the balloon one that Joanna Gaines wrote.
Oh.
Oh, I don't
What is
know that
this?
book.
It's called The World Needs Who You Were Made to Be. And it has hot air balloons on the front
Oh,
cover.
that's sweet.
This one's the toughest one. You're cleaning up your room. Would you rather clean up glitter slime from the carpet or moldy lunchboxes left in the cubby?
Moldy lunchboxes, because I can put on gloves and spray some Febreze. But slime in the carpet? How do you get that out?
Yeah, agreed. Lunchboxes.
I don't know, because my daughter used to make slime all the time, and we've had a few accidents, and I don't remember how we got it out, but I don't know. I can't do moldy lunchbox. Can I just throw the lunchbox away?
It's not your lunchbox. All right, I changed my mind. I have one more. Are you ready?
Okay.
Would you rather be a full-time teacher or a full-time podcaster?
Podcaster.
Oh.
You
This
answered
is
that
so
too
much
fast.
fun. I know.
Oh my
I love
gosh.
teaching, but I mean, it's a lot. And so appreciate your child's teacher out there. They put in so much hard work, all the emotions, all the things. So love on them, but it'd be fun to start a new adventure.
Yeah, that's a hard call because teaching is almost like, but that's who I am. You know what I mean? And if I wasn't a teacher, what would I talk about on my podcast?
I mean, that's fair.
Right? Okay, so I don't know. Can I say I don't know?
A little bit of both.
You're full-time podcaster in the summer.
Oh, yeah, full-time podcaster in the summer and then teach in the school year. Can I have the best of both worlds?
Sure.
Sure can.
Okay.
It's your world. We're just living in it.
Kelsey, what do you think?
I don't know. I can't pick one. I agree with Allison. I like both.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
What if I say I'd rather be a teacher?
Oh,
you people are all like, we'd rather-
wow. Do you want to be here right now?
Celeste is like, peace out.
Yeah.
I'm the same. I can't pick.
Yeah.
Well, now I feel guilty that I jumped so fast and said podcaster.
I
No,
like your
I think-
decisiveness,
Yeah.
Kristen.
Yeah.
I got things to do, people.
Well, so talking about that, so as we start wrapping up episode 22, we're also going to be wrapping up our first season of Teachers on the Loose.
Oh my gosh, I can't
I
believe
know,
it.
right? So it's kind of bittersweet right now that I'm sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, like we did it, guys. Like we did it, our first season.
Yeah.
And so we will be wrapping up this season 1.
Yeah, we're going to take
but-
some time.
But don't be sad because we'll be adding some things on our
Social media.
Instagram and on our socials.
Yeah.
And so we're still going to be around, but we are going to take a little bit of a break and then we're going to be working hard on our next season. So we hope you all stay tuned because we want to be able to continue with our journey together and start the next season.
We're going to rest and recharge and get some new creative ideas and come back for season 2.
Just like a good teacher, our good podcast team needs to stop and rest and recharge and come back even stronger and better for our listeners or our students for the next season.
That's right.
That's right, Kels.
This is how we learn and grow. You got to reflect.
That's right, Kristen.
Yes.
That's right, Celeste.
So right, Allison.
Aww.
All right, listeners on the loose, we hope you enjoyed our last episode in season 1.
Woohoo! Yeah!
We wish you lots of luck as you're wrapping up this school year and getting ready for your summer break. We hope you can rest and recharge, and we look forward to recording some new episodes here soon.
That's right. We want to hear all about your last day of school fun and your summer adventures. Tag us on Instagram at Teachers on the Loose or on X at TeachersOTL and send us your story. Who knows? We might feature you in season 2.
Thanks for tuning in. And remember, laughter is the best part of any day, especially when it's the last day and when you get to podcast with your favorite people.
So normally I'd be saying join us next week, but since this is our season finale, we are going to just say see you soon on the socials.
Bye.
This is Teachers on the Loose.
So this is where I normally would say join us next week, but
There is no next week.
there is no.
There is no. Well, I mean, there's a next week. We just won't be there. Don't be sad. It's going to be okay, people.
Yeah.
Will it?
It's gonna be fine. They're gonna
It's
not.
just like a month.
Our 5 listeners are not gonna miss us that much. Bailey, Simone, we hear you out there laughing. Mom,
Not my mom. She still can't find it.
Do you know even Chad? I'm like, Chad, have you listened to the latest episode? He's like, no. I'm like,
Chad. What?
I know.
he used to be our biggest fan.
Yeah.